You know, when I make these videos, I almost wonder like if whoever's watching this in any other parts of the world, like they're looking at me being like, holy shit, that's so expensive. So let me know, comment below, like, are these groceries normal? Is this a normal price? I have no clue. Hey guys, it's Alex. Today's video is going to be more of a grocery store haul from Canada. Context, I live in Vancouver, British Columbia. I just came back from getting my groceries. February 17th, and I'm working on a video called Fitness Tracking February. Experiment that I did in February for me to track my macros for the very first time and kind of just seeing how the body changes, or my body changed from tracking macros. Let's see how much all this cost. Early 2024, and as of right now, I go to Costco for a lot of my proteins or a lot of my bulk like things. I go to Save On for things that I would probably need like for the week. Or some things that are small, like I don't need like a bulk thing of sponges. Just need 1 or 2 sponges. Starting with Costco, the total bill was $213.34. She's pricey. We got Costco eggs. It comes in 5 dozen. I use that for boiled eggs for like a snack throughout the day or for the first thing in the morning. It's really good for getting your proteins in, but I do find that it's higher in cholesterol, so I'm trying to ease off on the eggs as much as possible, even though I bought 5 dozen. I find it cheaper than going to Save On. The eggs were $19.15. I got chicken breast. It comes with 12. So 12 meal preps, I suppose, if I have 1 chicken breast a day. Total thing cost $32.53. Next, I got steelhead trout. Also looked at the salmon. And the salmon, that was really good because it was like really big and I knew that I can take a lot of it. But I decided to go with trout just for something a little different. And logically to me, I'm thinking, well, salmon and trout are probably about the same type of macros. It's probably gonna last me about 1 to 3 days, maybe? $21.72. Next, we got a big box of chicken bone broth. It comes in 6. Originally, I got it for my dog. He might be allergic to bone broth, so maybe not. I will drink a cup of bone broth first thing in the morning. Bone broth is really good for your joints, amino acids, and collagen. It has a bit of protein in it, and to me, every bit of protein counts. $10.99. They steal the deal. For $10.99 for 6 things of chicken bone broth, that's wild. I have a thing of raw almonds. Also found that eating nuts and seeds and dried berries were really good as like a carb/fat filler throughout the day, but it's $12.99. More expensive than the bone broth, I don't know why. Almonds, are they meant to be that expensive everywhere you go? I have no clue. I highly recommend this, but I got 1, 2, 3 things of cottage cheese. I've been using cottage cheese more like a snack type thing, but I had no clue how rich in protein cottage cheese is. Low in calories, 2.5 grams of fat, so not too much fat, 7 grams of carbs, so low in carbs, but the protein, get this, 14 grams of protein. With this is I've been taking cottage cheese and either mixing it with an egg, so like a cottage cheese and egg omelet, or I'll do cottage cheese with fruit, so that way at least I'm getting my vitamins and my carbs. 3 things of cottage cheese is $13.99. So I guess like the real difficulty here is with the cottage cheese and making sure that I'm eating this all before the expiry dates. Rotate between this or Greek yogurt. Speaking of, next we have some Greek yogurts. 3/4 of a cup, higher in calories, higher in protein, and 0 grams of fat. We'll either put this in a smoothie to make sure that I'm getting all my proteins in, or I'll mix this with a scoop of vanilla protein and crushed Oreos as a little snacky. But what's nice with the Greek yogurt is that I actually share this with my dog if I know that I can't finish it. I also got a bag of coffee beans. The coffee beans were $16.99. This has nothing to do with my macros. This has everything to do with helping me wake up in the morning. Next up, I got a bag of protein. There's about 80 servings in this bad boy here. So originally it was $89.99. Got this for $69.99. Much like 20 bucks off, I guess. What's nice about this is that I try my best to eat as much protein as I can with like my whole foods. But with this, I will like mix it with, let's say again, like my Greek yogurts, or I'll mix it with like, I'll put it in a smoothie or whatever, if I'm missing my protein. The one thing with this is that what I don't really like about it is that, you know, it's not a lot of carbs in it, which is fine, like, but yeah, that's my life. In total, this Costco stuff was $213.34. Next up, from my Save On list, again, I only really buy my produce from Save On. The food itself was $18.37. Each morning, I try to have my morning berries. So I got a thing of strawberries. Strawberries were $6.99. I find that at least save on smaller portions, but at least I am getting what I'm buying. So $6.99 for strawberries. Got myself a yam, sweet potato yam. I don't know if they're the same thing, but I got this. $2.28. I still have a little bit left from my last one, and so far that's lasted me about 2 weeks. Probably gonna last me another 2 weeks, maybe 3, because I have a little bit left in the fridge. Bought myself an onion, $1.71 just for the one onion. Again, that kind of goes with everything. It'll go with like my omelets. It'll probably go with the steaks that I still have left over in the fridge. You know, when I make these videos, I almost wonder like if whoever's watching this in any other parts of the world, they're looking at me being like, holy shit, that's so expensive. So let me know, comment below, like, are these groceries normal? Is this a normal price? Next, we got some Oreo Thins. I have found that having Oreo Thins is really good for like snacking on to get my carbs and my fats in. Obviously, we are higher in carbs, a little bit okay with the fats, higher in calories, but I end up using this as a way to like crush it into my Greek yogurt just to have a little bit more macros in throughout my day. The Oreo Thins, like, you get that satisfying taste of Oreos without like indulging with all the Oreos. Next up, we got diced tomatoes. I got this because I'm doing a certain meal prep I saw on Instagram. Canned tomatoes were $2.79. $3 for this thing, actually. That's kind of, that doesn't make me feel good. Mushrooms, I love me some mushrooms. I'll put this in my omelets, or I'll like have this with protein. So for example, I'll have like a steak with mushrooms and maybe some onions. The mushrooms itself, because they go by the weights, and the reason why I buy them individually is because if I buy them in the big thing, I don't know if I'm gonna eat them all. So these mushrooms were, again, $1.33. In total, my groceries were $231.34. A lot. But I've been finding that now that I've been taking my nutrition a little bit more seriously and taking the whole fitness tracking February thing a little bit more seriously, I'm still doing my runs back to save on, being like, okay, I need to go buy some more salmon, I need to buy more chicken, I need to buy more cottage cheese. I just find it's not as sustainable. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and follow along. I'm probably gonna be doing more things like this in terms of like tracking my health, tracking my overall life, how it goes along. So if you like these videos, follow along, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. See ya!